Hey everyone. So, I've had an idea, a few videos that we could put together where I talk about different movie trilogies. So this video is to kind of gather a big old list of movie trilogies that I've seen that I like. I'm not positive what we're gonna do yet. Like maybe once we have a big old list of trilogies, then maybe we could rank them all. Kind of set up a bracket with different movie trilogies. I'll talk about them each video. I can kind of go through a few rounds and explain why I chose which trilogy that I did until we eventually get down to the last and best, the last and greatest trilogy of the bunch. Or it could just be like, hey, I want to make a video about this trilogy, why I like it, why other people like it. I don't know yet, but that's where you guys come in as well, both for ideas of kind of what we want these videos to be, what we want them to follow, and as well helping me compile a big list of movie trilogies. But I had a couple in mind, so in this video we are going to bring those into this whiteboard that I have. So this is our little area where we're gonna put some cool stuff. A few trilogies that came to mind first was obviously Batman, so the Dark Knight trilogy, Star Wars, the OG trilogy, and Lord of the Rings. Those were kind of just the first three that popped into my head whenever I think about that sort of thing. So we will bring those into our whiteboard. Hopefully this works. So we got some pictures. We need a big old text box where we will list them, right? The Dark Knight. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Boom. Next, we've got, what do we have? We need some line spacing. Let's double space this John. There we go. Okay, now we're moving. So we need, what are we doing here? There we go. And boom, fine. Okay, so we've got this list started with The Dark Knight. Great movies, obviously. Well, I guess classics when it comes to Batman movies. Yeah, even though I think Batman Begins is a little bit boring for the first half of it, still very good movies. And then next we are going with some OG Star Wars, because why not? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Then I'm going to bring in our lovely and beautiful Oscar-winning, debatably best trilogy of all time, The Lord of the Rings. So I think Lord of the Rings, well, I don't think, I know that Return of the King, when it comes to the actual book, that's my favorite book. It's, I know mentioned this before, but I love good endings, and yeah, Return of the King had a pretty great ending. And then we got not the appendix. What am I saying? And then we got so after Frodo gets the ring into Mount Doom, and the story wraps up, we still get some time with the characters and people are chilling. And then I really, really, really love how at the end in the book, I don't even think this happens in the movie, but where they go back to the Shire, and it's kind of overrun by what do they call them? I don't know. Basically some punks, and they got the sheriffs, and they got some other people who kind of took over the Shire, and then we have our 4 heroes: Merry, Pippin, Frodo, and Sam return, and they've been on their adventure, they've seen the world, they've done cool stuff, and now they're to a point where it's like, hey, this trouble, as big as it seems for the hobbits and the Shire folk, it's nothing compared to what these guys have been through. So then, especially Pippin, I just love his character in general, in the books especially, and then so him and Merry kind of help to lead this rebellion in the Shire and get it back, and it's so cool to see, because when they left, Merry and Pippin, they were kind of, they were still boys, they were always goofing around, and still they do have their sense of humor or whatever, but then they come back as leaders, as men of war, as soldiers, as someone to look up to, and I really, really thought that was cool. That's just one of the reasons why that's my favorite book. The ending, how we get that glimpse of what happens after the big climax of the story, and then obviously the movies are just a masterpiece. So Lord of the Flies, Lord of the Rings, so we need that in there. And then, just so you all know, this is not, we're just listing them. These should be bullet points, not rankings, but it's okay. Boom. That's better. Okay, so far, Dark Knight, OG Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I also want to add in this. So Spider-Man Trilogy, 2002, I think the first one came out. 2001, I forget. So Tobey's OG Spider-Man series. This is a great, just classic movies. They're awesome. So we're going to put that on there. Even though Tobey may not be my favorite Spider-Man, these movies as a trilogy, it's pretty great. So Spider-Man trilogy. And then the last one that I thought of was the OG Indiana Jones movies. So Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. These movies, Last Crusade, probably one of my favorite movies, to be honest. And it's just so good. I enjoy how Indiana Jones wasn't afraid to kind of have religious artifacts that they were searching for, religious things in their movie, because that's a part of history, and whether you're religious or not, or whatever you believe in, that's a huge part of history today, and obviously all the way through human time, that Judeo-Christian religion, so Jesus and God with a capital G. And I like how Indiana Jones movies kind of incorporate that. Even though Indiana Jones isn't a saint, he still knows his stuff. And the Holy Grail. Honestly, yeah, I really, really, really like Last Crusade. It's just a cool story. So, overall, how do we zoom out a little? There we go. Yeah, overall, this is what I came up with so far. So we've got Dark Knight, OG Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Spider-Man, and Indiana Jones. It's a pretty solid start. But I also want you guys to kind of contribute to this list and not just movies that I kind of think of. Because I know there's stuff out there that I can't remember. And sure, I can look up a list of awesome movie trilogies or whatever and then just pick from there. But I thought I'd ask you guys too. Because that makes it, I know, that would make it more fun for you guys to kind of watch these videos. Also, let me know kind of, if you just want a video of me talking about one of these trilogies, or if we should go ahead and get that big compiled list of different movie trilogies and then put them head to head against each other, because that could be fun either way. Or if you have any other ideas of what we can do with trilogies, that's obviously the theme of what kind of I want some of these next videos to be, because obviously we have videos where I like to talk about the new movies coming out and how they're doing in the box office, but I was just thinking about movies I've seen in the past and how in an entertaining way I can nerd and geek out about these movies that I really enjoy, but have it be entertaining at the same time. So just let me know what you guys think, kind of any ideas that you guys are having, and then trilogies that you guys like and that you think should be a part of this. So that's about it that I have right now. I'm excited to talk about these movies and then more movies. It should be fun. If you've watched this far into the video, thank you. Any of you guys who are subscribing, have subscribed or thinking about subscribing, thank you. That helps me a lot more than you guys think. It's very nice to see that people want to see kind of stuff that I talk about. But I don't know. I'll stop yapping, and I guess I'll keep you guys updated on this stuff. Okay, thank you guys. Talk to you in the next one.